In this video, I'll show you how to buy Bitcoin in under 10 minutes, and that's going from the very beginning right through to funding your account and making the trade on the exchange. I'll also be sharing a ton of information about the exchange that I'm using, and I'll leave the timestamps to those in the description down below if you want to learn a little more about the exchange. So firstly, let's dive straight into the meat of the video, and that is how to buy Bitcoin in Australia in under 10 minutes. We're buying Bitcoin in Australia, so we're using an Australian exchange called Independent Reserve. It's based out of Sydney. It's a member of Blockchain Australia. I'm going to make this video very quick so you can get all the information that you need. So I'll be doing a lot of cuts, and you can just pause the video at any time so that you can follow on with the process of creating an account and buying Bitcoin. Let's get stuck into it. I've already set up my own account with Independent Reserve, but I'm gonna set up a new one here for my fiance, and these are the things that you will need. Grab your driver's license, a utilities bill, passport. If you don't have these things already, pause the video, go grab these things now, come back to it. Let's dive into the website now. Here it pops up because obviously I've used it before. Let's make sure we're using the right one, independentreserve.com. Click on that and that takes you over to their website. Hit create account in the top right. Username. As I said, I'm setting up a brand new username account for my fiance, and I'll cover the details here for obvious reasons. I like to use Google's strong suggested passwords, but you could have any other passwords that you prefer to use. If you have a referral code, potentially from this video, you can always pop it in here, and that can lead you to earning money with Independent Reserve. Let's hit I'm not a robot, then click create account. It'll come up with a warning message just to let you know about if there are any scams. This may change depending on when you're viewing this video, so just hit OK on that. Next step is to go through and fill out your personal details. In the account summary section, you can use investment as account purpose or trading. There's a few items there as you drop it down, and you can choose whichever one suits you, but generally it's investment, trading, something like that, which is nice and simple. Following down is source of funds. You'd probably just use wages or salary. Sometimes people would use other interest income if they've got something coming from stocks or potentially rental properties, but pretty much wages, salary is the easiest thing. Last step before verifying, you just need to put in your email address and then hit verify email. You have to go through to your email, obviously, and there'll be an email that comes through. Click on that and go through the process of verifying your account via your email address. Next things to do is set up the phone number and two-factor authentication. The phone number is required. It's going to be a similar process to the email where we put in our phone number and we'll receive a text message. So let's go ahead and do that now. As for two-factor authentication, it's a very good idea to have that enabled at some point in the future. But for now, we're not going to look at that just as we're just opening the account and we don't have any funds in there just yet. Then we go ahead and hit verify identity. We're still in the identity verification process and we are at step 3 of that now. So let's go in and put in our address. This will be an autofill, and if you don't see your address come up, just put it in manually. So we have those address details in. Let's click continue with document upload verification. We want to do this so that we can get out of the way all of the details that they need first up, because eventually somewhere down the path, you'll need to put in these details later to be able to do withdrawals out of your crypto account. So now's the time to use all of the documents that I mentioned earlier in the video. As we can see here, we'll need to do a selfie with a government issued photo ID. That can be your passport. Next thing down is a government issued photo close up. So that's just the passport on its own. And then lastly, we'll need the proof of address, and that's where the utilities bill comes in. Remember, this needs to be less than 6 months old and have the address that you signed up with. And of course, the name that you are using to sign up the account with must be on your utilities bill as well. So go ahead and do these. Pause the video while you get these done. Okay, all 3 of those documents are now in, and we're just going to hit submit for verification. There we have it. The identification process is complete from our end. Now we just wait for Independent Reserve to get back to us. Now that that's complete, we can go through and set up our bank details to then fund our account so we can buy some cryptocurrency. As I said earlier, I am setting up my fiance's account from scratch so that we can see if there are any problems through the process. And it looks like we've come across one that they have a lot of demand at the moment for new accounts. So what I'm going to do is go across to my account, which is already set up and verified. I'm going to place some money from my bank account into Independent Reserve and then purchase some crypto so we can get this process completed. So we've logged into my account, and as you can see in the top right, I have a huge account balance of a total of 50 Aussie cents. You have the currency, AUD, USD, or New Zealand dollar. Obviously, we're going to use Aussie dollar because we are buying Bitcoin in Australia. Next, we head over to accounts and that shows us all of our balances through crypto and any fiat currency. So before we can deposit, we need to go to bank accounts over here, and as you can see the information, we can specify more than one bank account for fiat currency. We just have to make sure that it's under the same name, and what we do is just hit add Australian bank account, next, fill out the details as per usual if you're paying anyone else, just like a regular transfer, save, and that would be the process right there. So let's fund the account, and we just hit deposit. We have three options up here: electronic funds, OSCO, PayID, and then obviously Poly. Electronic funds is the cheapest but takes the longest. OSCO I've found to be quicker than Poly and less hassles, and OSCO is just fantastic. The only difference with these two is that they are more expensive. So for $1,000, which is your limit, Poly is $3.30 and OSCO is $2.50. Just note you'll have to make the transfers manually via your bank account using the options in this window. You'll receive an email and you can see that the process has completed once you've received that email. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to send a few bucks over to Independent Reserve, cop the $2.50 fee for such a small amount, and buy us some Bitcoin. Guys, while we're waiting for that to load, if you found this video useful, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe down below. Be sure to hit the notification bell as well, because you'll see more videos like this coming out fresh from my channel. Plenty of personal finance content on my channel, and of course, cryptocurrency content as well. So I'd really appreciate it. Hit the like button. Let's get back to buying some Bitcoin. So you can see there, within a few minutes, the money has been deposited to my account. I sent $7.50 through. We can see that in transaction history. There was the fee. And now I have a total of $5.50 into my account. Let's go buy some Bitcoin now. So what we do is go over to trade, and from trade we have a few options. So we have buy at market, which is essentially the price that is sitting over here on the seller's side. We can buy limit, so we can set our order to what price we want, which is below the actual selling price at the moment. We can sell at market or sell limit, but we're not interested in selling Bitcoin right now because we don't even have any in our account. So we're just going to focus on buy at market and buy limit. And for the sake of the video, I will be buying at market so that we can see one process go through. So let's put in here in the BTC area where the volume says how much BTC we want, and the minimum we can get is 0.0001, which equates to $1.14. If we wanted to buy with Aussie dollars, so we have a set amount of dollars that we want, then we just click over from BTC volume to buy in AUD amount. So that would allow us to buy a minimum of $1 Aussie dollar, and we can put in, say, $1.50. If we scroll down a little, we can see estimated volume bought. So approximately 0.00013068 Bitcoin. That's what we'll get for our $1.50. And it's showing up here as $1.49, because what we can do then is click preview buy. Estimated brokerage 0.5%, and because it's such a small amount, it's not showing up here, but it would be like 0.0009 or something like that, which is why the total value is only showing at $1.49 and the estimated total is at $1.50. So we can just go ahead now. We're buying at market. We're just going to buy that amount there, place buy order, and it has been filled. So we have a total of 0.00013033 Bitcoin in our account. So we've just bought $1.50's worth of Bitcoin. And that's as simple as that. That's the details for this one market buy order. The trades shows you the trade there as well. So if you want to keep these records for tax purposes later in the year, that's pretty self-explanatory right there. You got the exact volume, the price that you bought it at, the total amount in Aussie dollars, and the date that you bought it at with the time there as well. So we can just hit close on that. So let's check that Bitcoin in our account. We can go over to accounts, and now we can see the Bitcoin is sitting in our account right there, the exact amount that we said. We can also look in the top right and we can see that there's Bitcoin in our account. We can see that it took $1.50 from our Aussie dollar account balance. And that's pretty much it there. You can see as well that we have $4 in our account. That's your accounts right there, everything that you need to know in terms of buying and selling and your transaction history. So let's hit transaction history to have a quick look. Brokerage, there we are right there. That was the trade of $1.50. And pretty much like I said, there's 0.006 something and then the GST. So very minimal in the brokerage at 0.5%. Let's have a quick look at sell, and we have the sell market, sell limit. Sell market's going to be the same. It's going to be at the price, the highest buyer's price. So we want to sell to buyers, right? So they're going to be offering us a lower price than what the sell price is over here. And we could just do the same thing here, put our Bitcoin in, how much we want to sell, or in dollar values, how much we want to sell. And we could say we just want to sell $1 worth of Bitcoin, preview the sell order. It's going to have to be greater than $1 just because of the fee. So let's go $1.10, preview sell order. There you go right there. If I was to hit place sell order, this would execute. I would sell that much Bitcoin. I would end up with another $1.10 back in my account. And there's the full ticket, just like in the last one. So it's that easy to do a market sell and a market buy. The last thing I want to briefly show you is how to withdraw your cryptocurrency. Head over to the accounts page. Here you've got all your balances again, and it's just as simple as clicking withdraw and entering your address that you want to send the Bitcoin to. That simple. Obviously your account needs to be verified in order to do this, so you just have to wait that day for it to happen. And that's pretty much your full account set up. How to buy Bitcoin, how to sell it, and then also how to withdraw it, so you've got full control over your own Bitcoin. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below, hit subscribe. There's plenty more personal finance and cryptocurrency videos coming out from me. And of course, comment down below if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to help you out as best as I can. Be sure to use the referral link down below in the description. You'll receive 15 bucks for any Bitcoin that you buy on the Independent Reserve if you use that link. So now we've got the meat of the content out of the way, what you came here for, how to buy Bitcoin. Let's move on to a few things in regards to the exchange themselves and extra added benefits to using this exchange. Now I've got all of the timestamps in the description down below, so you can skip ahead or back to anything that you may have missed or need to go over again. So from here, we'll head over to education. And what we can see here is they have an auto basket section. And this is basically like dollar cost averaging. What we have here is a mix of the top three, and that'll just change depending on what currencies are in the top three. Right now, obviously there's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. And it's just so simple to set up your own dollar cost averaging plan. Now you've got the auto basket buy, which has these already pre-calculated, or you can set your own up as well to have whatever percentages you want for different cryptocurrencies to auto buy. And of course the cryptocurrencies are all of the ones that they list on their website. These are the ones that you can auto buy, and you can just do it straight from your account. You'll have your account with Aussie dollars set up. And what this will do is just auto buy the cryptocurrencies that you've selected for your own dollar cost averaging method using the fiat currency you have in your wallet. That is a really cool feature of the platform. Not only are they one of the most trusted Australian cryptocurrency exchanges, but they also have a dollar cost averaging method. And you know, if you've been a viewer of my channel for some time, I love the dollar cost averaging method, especially when it's automated like that. So definitely check these guys out. Next thing I want to show you is their premium accounts. And now if we click on this one here, we're back in the education section. They have insurance. Now this insurance covers their exchange if it gets hacked. It doesn't cover you if you lose your keys or someone steals them, your passwords, hacks into your account and takes your cryptocurrency. It does not cover you for that. But what it does cover is their exchange. And then you have different levels of insurance that you can maintain. This is under premium accounts, and you can see here that for the starter pack, it insures you up to 15,000 Aussie dollars. I'm not suggesting either way that you do leave it on the exchange, but it's another added benefit to this platform, something which several or many other crypto exchanges don't offer. Another thing which I haven't seen on an exchange before is tax. So they can give you a tax summary calculated by KPMG. They're a well-known accountancy firm here. That's a pretty cool feature on here as well. The last thing I want to show you is back in education. Now there's just a couple more features I want to quickly run through with you from their amazing exchange, and that is SMSF. If you do have a self-managed super fund, you can set one up right here with Independent Reserve. You can see all of the details. Just click on that under education, and there's plenty to read through here. Also discusses the taxation and reporting for an SMSF, how to invest in Bitcoin with an SMSF, and other things to consider. And the absolute last thing I want to share with you for now on Independent Reserve is their affiliate program. So if you want to make some extra money on the side while you're still doing your investing and just telling people about cryptocurrency, they have an affiliate program here. You can see that you just hit join now, go through the processes, talk to them, become an independent reserve affiliate in under 5 minutes, sign up, promote, earn commissions. And that's pretty much your way to earn a little extra revenue on your love for cryptocurrency. Now, to get into this part here, all you have to do is scroll to the bottom and hit affiliate program, and that'll bring you back to this page that I'm already on. Thanks once again for watching the video on how to buy Bitcoin in Australia. Hopefully I've educated you a little more on a few extra added benefits to using independent reserve, especially for our retirement funds, our SMSF, the affiliate program, easier ways to do your tax, and their insurance plan. As I mentioned, you can find all of the timestamps in the description down below, so you can skip through to any of these periods within the video itself. If you found the video useful, be sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and join me for another video on cryptocurrency or personal finance on my channel here on YouTube. Thanks again for joining me, and remember, as always, have more fun to get more done.